Hey everyone, HeeVee here. It is a huge morning. Tesla just came out a few hours ago and announced that they bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Today we will be talking about the effects that's had on Bitcoin price so far and the implications that has for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the long term. If you've been watching for a while, you know that a few days ago, I predicted this might happen after Elon came out and put the hashtag Bitcoin in his bio and tweeted about Bitcoin and then subsequently made several comments about how he'd wished he'd gotten in 2013. So what does this mean for Bitcoin so far? Well, since the announcement was made, Bitcoin is up about 12% at around $43,600 per coin. The previous all-time high was $41,900. So this represents over a 5% increase since their previous all-time high. So far, the short-term price implications have been great. And additionally, Tesla is up almost 3% in pre-market trading. This is consistent with what Michael Saylor tweeted at Elon Musk a few months ago when he said, "Hey, Elon Musk, want to do Tesla shareholders a $100 billion favor? Put Bitcoin on the balance sheet." Well, now it's here and it's looking like that prediction might very well come true today and over the next few days. So let's talk a little bit about what Tesla said. Tesla filed an SEC form this morning stating that in January, they decided to add $1.5 billion in Bitcoin to their balance sheet to, quote, maximize returns on cash. Now, as Meet Kevin pointed out this morning, they're not stating that it's simply being used as a store of value. They're saying that they invested in Bitcoin to maximize returns on cash. This implies theoretically that Tesla is very bullish on Bitcoin. And with Tesla being a trendsetter and an industry leader, this is just incredible news for the cryptocurrency ecosystem. I mean, you want to talk about validation here. This is almost as validating as it gets. You got Elon Musk and Tesla now going in on a huge bet in Bitcoin. 50,000 could be within 24 hours or the next couple of days. I mean, who knows? It's the dominoes. The smaller dominoes started falling. Now the bigger ones, who knows? Maybe we'll get Google and Apple starting to accept Bitcoin as a form of payment and starting to invest in Bitcoin. Could you imagine if Apple invested in Bitcoin? I mean, seriously, folks, this is the ground level of something that could be huge. As I mentioned yesterday, if you have a fairly long-term investing horizon, to me, long-term is 2 to 3 years, cryptocurrencies, arguably one of the best investments you could make right now. This also brings up another point about Tesla. They stated they will be accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment in the near future. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin, that means you don't have to liquidate your Bitcoin into cash to then purchase a Tesla. You can just make a straight trade. This means that's fewer Bitcoins that will be going on to exchanges and getting bought and sold. Fewer Bitcoins on exchanges, as we know, results in less supply. And if other bigger companies are taking on Bitcoin and they're investing in Bitcoin, they're accepting Bitcoin as a payment, this only increases the demand for it. So decreased supply, increased demand. This is huge, folks. This is mega bullish news right now. This is the biggest day Bitcoin has had in a long time. If you're thinking about getting in, prices are quite expensive right now. You know, there's a lot of euphoria around Bitcoin right now. You know, like I said, it's about 44,000. Price is going up because there's a lot of people trying to jump in. You know, it might come back, it might not. Size into your trades a little bit, but at any rate, given the bull case that I just laid out, 44,000 could very well end up looking cheap in 2-3 months from now, even 1 month from now. Let's take the end of 2020, for example, when Bitcoin was 17,000 and it was approaching its previous all-time high. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's really expensive. You know, be careful buying in right now. Bitcoin's 17,000 is extremely cheap. Like, that's such a bargain price. I can't tell you how much buying there would be if Bitcoin was 17,000 right now. How many people would buy Bitcoin if it was 17,000 again? So 44,000 current price could very well be the new 17,000. You never know. As always, be careful. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. I'm also not an investment advisor. This is purely for entertainment purposes. But what I'm saying, folks, is cryptocurrency has never looked better. So in summary, Tesla invested in Bitcoin as an investment, not a store of value. Tesla will soon be taking Bitcoin as a form of payment. Bitcoin is currently sitting above its previous all-time high, about 5%, and it's a good time to be an investor in cryptocurrencies. I hope you got something useful out of that, folks. Thanks for stopping by, and let's get on out to the pool for our daily cold plunge.
Well, another day and Bitcoin's still under 50K. Maybe not for long, but here goes crypto cold plunge number 21. Whew. All right, hardest part of the day is already over. First 10 seconds of the cold plunge. It's all downhill from here. Bitcoin Bob, can you help us out with our daily temperature update? Thank you. Bitcoin Bob says it's 47 degrees in the pool and the air temperature is 34 degrees.